Because, all right, he God Strengths and
Shadow
wants
Blade.
to find an opening.
They want to kill Quinn here.
Yep, Quinn. That will be the opener. Oh, he's barely doing any damage, though. Stormhammer comes in. Ace pops the Crimson, and he's just getting tickled by Pakaz. He is doing no damage at all. Static Storm, he'll just tank right through that as well. Ace is unkillable, and he has a second life. That's 2 sets of racks now for Gaming Gladiators.
I mean, that's just silly.
Stormhammer stolen and used even more effectively than Sven himself. 2 kills already just from that. Nice charge coming in from the north side is Matthew. Are they going a little bit too deep? The Doom comes in, but the triple kill from Ace. He's killing everybody. Ultra kill off of the drums of Slom. GG's come out. What the hell was this game?
And EG extend the series to 3 just so we can see Gaming Gladiators absolutely run them into the ground in what's one of the most one-sided games of the entire tournament. Really, I'm still kind of on one hand, I'm a little bit in disbelief that Dyrachyo could just play jungle almost the whole game, and on the other hand, it makes perfect sense because EG's lineup is just very greedy, and it's good at killing multiple targets stacking, but not when they're spread out. So you have Ace in one lane, you have Quinn in the other, you have Chen, and this Wombo combo you have doesn't matter because they're just not going to stack. And both end deathless. Ace 8-0 and 3, Quinn 9-0 and 8. They both had perfect laning, love their itemization, the overall strategy, and I mean, it's just textbook gaming running a Chen strat with Beastmaster like this.
So I will say this from EG.
So easy.
I do truly appreciate the picking of weird-ass heroes like this.
This was too wacky.
And you called it that it's either going to be incredible or terrible, and unfortunately for them, it was the latter. But I, for one, appreciate the balls that it takes to pull something like that. Well, I was going to say off, but that is definitely did not pull it off at all.
The thing is, at the end of the day for EG, it's hard after a game like this to not have regrets, right? Because you showed in the previous game that you can do it, you fought your way back, and you beat Gladiators in that second one, and in this one...
I felt like they tried to cheese this. Like, they didn't have confidence that they could beat them again.
You didn't even stand a fighting chance, so that is a little bit disappointing. You could have definitely hoped for more out of them, but all the more credit to Gaming for making this look so easy for themselves with their strategy, with their overall approach to the game, and yeah, just crazy stuff. That means they will be moving on, and tomorrow, oh well, they will be moving on anyway. EG will be eliminated, and Gaming Gladiators will play a tie tomorrow against BetBoom for second place all of a sudden.
It's gonna be pretty hype. All right, Tsunami, take it away.
Gaming Gladiators dangle the possibility of remaining in the tournament in front of evil geniuses like a pair of keys in front of a baby, only to get in the car and drive off to the tiebreaker. To an extent, I feel like EG did it to themselves. I can't imagine that in a high-pressure situation, you're like, mid-Darkseer, this is gonna be the solution.
So just to clarify, you don't dangle the keys in front of the baby because the baby thinks it's going to drive away, which is what I think.
Oh!
That's the analogy here, was that EG were like, oh, we get a free car, thank you so much. But this was an absolute walloping. I'm going to say a quite seriously self-inflicted walloping. It felt like in this game 3. I don't really understand what the plan was. I'm sure someone out there is smart enough to figure it out, but perhaps one of the two lads to my right will know what EG were planning with this draft, lads.
They did not like the Darkseer in the offlane, I guess. I guess Void was probably just going to lane fine against it or something. I don't know. What do you think, Winter? What lane were they dodging with this last pick?
I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it's probably have something to do with the Chen, and they want to Darkseer the lane against the Chen. But even then, I feel like I would just still do it and pick another hero that fits the whole lineup rather than being so greedy with the Doom. It just doesn't make sense, you know? Like the whole lineup just takes so long to come online, and you're playing against like a Beastmaster Chen lineup, you know? Like,
they're gonna come at you.
What do you expect?
Yeah,
I don't understand as well.
I don't know. I've been there with the Darkseer mid. I've tried that before, and I've literally bought the same items because I was like, okay, well, if I buy Mech Rush, it doesn't gank side lanes. You can't, your skill set doesn't really gank very well. You could maybe like buy an Orchid or something, but it's weird.
You're the mid. You know what I mean? You can buy what you like. You got to buy cool stuff when you're the mid.
Yeah.
But as Darkseer, what are you going for? You're going Mana Boots, Midas,
Oh, but that's the like normally you buy utility items because your skills don't gank very well unless maybe you could go like a Dagon or something goofy that actually could maybe work, but instead he's like, okay, I'm gonna buy Midas, I guess, because I need to do something with this extra net worth and levels. So but then he goes back and buy Greaves because you're like, well, I have to go back and buy some more item, and then you're like, okay, I'm just this like mid hero that has a Greaves. He got it like 15 seconds faster than a normal Darkseer would in the off lane, so it's like, okay, and you attack fast.
Woohoo!
But you don't have any stats.
Yeah.
Like maybe an Atos or something. I don't know.
Team Secret y Party Mats presentan Fuerte, Rápido y Furioso. Ellos están listos para salir a las líneas y lucirse de una forma excelente. Haz tu movida. Apoya a tu equipo favorito con Party Mats.